Hello everyone. Oh my goodness, I am doing the last minute things in my trailer. I just mounted a phone holder. Yeah, a phone holder to my desk so that it is going to be permanently there, and I'm hoping that this is a good position. If it is, let me know. I think that it shows the background. It shows me. I'll have makeup on next time, I hope. Maybe. I don't know. This is me. And yeah, so you get a taste of what I wake up to. So I wake up to all these colors and these beautiful shiny objects, and I think maybe I'm a fairy. Maybe I really am. I love glitter, and I love tiny, tiny, tiny things. I love to be whimsical and odd, but maybe I'm a dragon, a little tiny dragon. Anyway, I don't know what I am. I am just here, and I enjoy being happy. I enjoy meeting happy people. I enjoy learning new things, whether it's real or whether it's real for me or not. I enjoy it. Because it's what makes us who we are. And it continues to build us. Learning, experiencing, being whimsical, turning ourselves into creatures that we either love or hate or need or somebody else might need. And I enjoy what I do because I get to take one thing and transfer it or transmute it into something else. And it brings me joy. And I know you keep hearing this and you're probably so tired of me being so happy, but I am. And I'm not always happy. I do have some dark moments. And those also help me become joyful. I just want you to embrace that, because it's a balance. And, being afraid of the dark keeps us safe because we don't know what's in it. But sometimes it's okay to take a peek. As long as you're inside and the lights are on. And be brave. And enjoy every single moment that you can, even when you're having those tough times. My husband is put his 2 weeks in, and this is his very last day at a traditional job. And he's putting his faith in me because we are going to go on the road, and we're going to try to live all on my dream. And that's heavy because he's always had a traditional job. I think in the 30 years that we've been together, he has only not worked for like 6 months, and that was because he tore the Achilles in his heel. And that was much worse than a man cold. But he made it through it, and he has always supported me, and he's always provided for us. And he's going through some stuff, and I want to do good for him. I want to help lift him up. And I want to make him proud of me. And I've done quite a bit, and I know that I can, and I know that I will. But that emotion or that fear or that part of me that doubts, that self-doubt, it's strong. It's very, very strong. But it also helps keep me grounded, because I know that I have to go through the making sure I have the supplies. I have to make sure that we have stuff for the heater, because it is going to be cold, and we do have some weird weather coming up, and we're going to be living on the road. So, there's a lot of different things that you have to keep in mind when you're living in a trailer, that we've learned in the last 3 years that we've had the trailer. And so yeah, I mean, we've got to dump the tanks. We have to make sure that the water doesn't get frozen. We have to make sure that sorry about the noise, but we also have to make sure that our electrical cords are always put up and put in the right direction. We can't plug into just anything. We do have converters. If you have any questions about how it is to run a business out of a mobile unit, please feel free to send me a message, because there's a lot of things that we did not know. We let a person help us one time, and he hardwired it into a electrical unit that wasn't actually I don't know, up to code or something or whatever, and we blew our electrical circuit board, so we had to get that replaced, because I am no electrician. Although I was listening to the Trans Handyman, and she actually showed me how to wire these lights back here. I actually learned how to splice two of those, and I got it to wrap around my room, so I'm only using one electrical outlet because they're only 12 volt. So when they're plugged into, okay, I'll let her explain it to you, but I'm learning things from other people that I can use in my daily things. From my tarot readers, a lot of the tarot readers that I listen to, they will give me guidance when they don't know it, which I think is really cute, because they'll be reading their cards and everything, and something will happen off screen, or there'll be a distraction of some kind, and I'm like, oh, I know how that feels, and that would throw me way off. But they're able to come back to focus. And living in the trailer on the way, you have to live, excuse me, you have to live with those distractions, because you never know what's going to come up. The weather, where we can park. Is there an RV place? Is there a place where they have electricity? Are we going to have to use the generator? Are we going to have to ask a business? Are we going to have to ask the business owners if we can park in that area overnight? And then we have to wonder, is it a safe place to park? Because there are those realities that crime does exist, and although I feel highly protected, I know that I can take care of myself if I need to. Luckily, I've never had to. And then, of course, my husband, he's retired Navy, so I know that he has some combat skills, even though it's been years since he's been in. I'm pretty sure he can throw the cash register at him, or her, or whatever. But we've always been really blessed, so I'm not really worried about that. But that is something that is on your mind. Also, noise. We've been to events where we go to some flea markets sometimes, and there's animals at these flea markets, and there will be a rooster right next to us, and we're sleeping really good, and that rooster will wake us up, and then I'm like, I don't have to be awake for a long time. But somebody's gonna eat some chicken this morning. Anyway, yeah, living on the road is it's a blessing. It's fun. It actually makes me feel like I'm going back to my nomadic roots, and traveling with the weather and the animals and the birds, and experiencing different cultures, because every city that you go to is a different culture. And then, of course, my job is meeting these kids that want to be somebody beautiful, great, and the teenagers that want their hennas done, or moms that are like, these kids are getting all this face paint. Can you paint my hand? Yes, absolutely. I love you, and I love what I do.